Hi, this is Astro Chris from Coda Queen Astrology, and today's video is on the Libra New Moon, the heroic journey. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any future Astro Talk. So let's get to it. How is this Libra New Moon going to manifest? So this new moon in Libra will be happening on October the 16th, 2020 in the sign of Libra. Libra is a sign that thrives to reach status quo, thrives to be equal, balanced, poised, social. However, there is some tension coming from Mars, who is in retrograde in the sign of Aries. And then we have another signature aspect, which is Aries in retrograde, sending a square aspect to Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter. And in turn, Saturn, Pluto, Jupiter is sending another square aspect to the Sun and Moon. And the Moon is opposing Aries. So this is called a T-square. This energy requires that we do a lot of work. This new moon marks a heroic journey. This journey is not going to be easy. The energy of this new change of season is not easy whatsoever. It's really taking this signature of cardinal moving. So all the cardinal planets are very activated. The cardinal planets are Mars, the Moon, and Saturn, and they're all players. They're all aspecting each other. The only other cardinal sign that's not forming a square is Venus, but she's also a player. So Venus is where we're going to find the outlet on how we're going to change, but it's not going to be in the traditional way of the Libra or the Taurus qualities. And I'll get into that shortly. So one thing that I noticed with this new moon is that it's happening at the 23rd degree of Libra. And this 23rd degree of Libra marks a very auspicious fixed star called Spica. Spica is a star that when it's very prominent in a person's chart, even though the chart can have terrifying aspects and a lot of tension and trials and karma, these people always land on their feet. This star is also known as the grain of harvest. It's a very spiritual and religious star. It provides success to the person, riches, a love of arts and architecture, and it's of the nature of Venus and Mars. Spica is currently located at 23 degrees 50 seconds, and this new moon is happening at 23 degrees 51 seconds. So it's extremely prominent. It's literally to the exact conjunction. And Spica, being an active player in this new moon, is promising that everything's going to be okay. That there is going to be a successor, that we are going to thrive. We are going to be blessed with riches, especially if you have this degree prominent in your chart. If you do, please comment below. I'd like to know what planet or point you have conjunct the star Spica. The sun and the moon are also sending a square aspect to the 23 degree of Capricorn. And that is literally right between Pluto and Saturn. So when this point gets activated by Venus in a few days after the new moon, this point will be released and we're gonna be able to start seeing things play out. Now, depending on what you sowed, what type of work you did, how you've been working hard and ethically throughout the last months, this is how you're going to see things pay off. But we won't see the payoff right away. It's gonna be an activation of the payoff, because Mars is in retro, Mercury is in retro, and Venus is in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is ruled by Mercury is in retrograde, but he's in the sign of Scorpio, which is then in turn ruled by Mars, and he's in retrograde in his own sign of Aries. So this new moon has a signature of more of a full moon because we're at a culmination point, and that's what full moons bring. But this new moon's still bringing energy to manifest. It's just going to be with a lot of redoing, revamping, revisiting, reorganizing, restructuring, recalibrating, everything I do have a Mercury in retrograde video that I posted last week. The description will be below, and I encourage you to listen to that, since I provide a lot of tools and guides and let you know how Mercury in the sign of Scorpio will be acting and what he will be influencing. So check that out. It'll be in the description below. Venus is making an opposition to Neptune, who is in the sign of Pisces, and he's also in retrograde. Now, Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, so Neptune and Venus get along quite well. And they actually, Venus actually enjoys the sign of Pisces. That's her favorite sign. So they get along, the energy gets along. But when Venus and Neptune are in communication and opposition, there's some challenges there. Neptune tends to clog and fog Venus's perspective. So Venus now is asked to analyze, to structure, to be administrative of service, and look at the small picture, to look at the minute details, because that is all the energy of Virgo. But when she is being aspected by Neptune, this energy gets blurred like a water. Like when you go in water, you can't really see very clearly. So she can still see, but it's fogged, maybe rose-colored glasses. And this can play out in our love lives. It could also play out in our daily work and routines, because Virgo is an energy of our habits and daily work. But generally, it's an energy of really hiding something and not being truthful and bringing some sort of mysticism to avoid being bamboozled or tricked or lied to. Continue to meditate, continue to evolve, continue on your spiritual awakening, because Neptune is energy of compassion and all is one, and spirituality and the depths and the hidden, and also alcohol and drugs and muses and false leaders. So we don't want to tap into the shadow side of Neptune and be deceived. But Neptune is not all bad. He's also making a sextile to Jupiter, in addition to making a septile to Saturn. And both of these aspects are very beautiful. The energy of Neptune and Jupiter is very expansive on a mundane level. This energy is expanding consciousness, is going to awaken a lot of people, and Venus is going to be supporting by forming a trine to all these planets, since Venus is the ruler of this new moon. This is extremely supportive. So not everything here is bad. I'm seeing a lot of changes, a lot of movement, a lot of cardinal energy being activated, in addition to mutable energy mixing in very well. So the mutable energy is being brought in from the sign of Virgo, aspecting the cardinal planets of Capricorn, and also the mutable energy of Pisces aspecting the planets in Capricorn. The tension here comes from the love axis and the home and career axis. Both Aries and Libra are the cosmic lovers, and they rule the 1st and the 7th house. And Cancer and Capricorn rule the 10th and the 4th house. The ruler of the 4th, which is Cancer, the moon, is a big player here. She is forming new moon. She's the focal point of the new moon. So we do have a lot of work, but this is the top of the hill. Let's strap on our boots, let's tie our laces, and retrace our steps. Recreate a life we really wanted. If you do want to set intentions to manifest something, I do recommend that you manifest something that you set intentions for a while back and you didn't get all the results you were waiting for. Maybe you didn't manifest everything, or you manifested a modified version of what you set intentions for. Now it's the time to redo, revisit, replan, reorganize. And Venus is in the sign of Virgo, so it is a good time to get our affairs in order. It's a good time to start cleaning up our area, to clean up our calendar, to tidy up our desks, our home, beautify things, but more by getting rid of things that no longer serve us. Because Venus here likes to be picky and clean and neat and nice and organized and look at the minute details. So let's feed into that and manifest any type of intention using Venus energy. The outlet for this new moon is continuing to be the house of Cancer. So wherever you have Cancer located in your chart, check that area out and start working in that area to release the tension that Aries, Capricorn, and Libra is activating in your chart. I will be making a video on Venus and her trines to Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn in the future. And if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and like or comment below. By the way, if you do have any planets in the 23rd degree, let me know. I would like to know if you guys have Spica activated in your chart. Thank you so much. This is Astro Chris from Queen Astrology, and I very much thank you for your time and for tuning in. Blessings and happy manifesting. Bye-bye.